Look at this funny chameleon. He can sleep while walking, while climbing trees, and even while hanging upside down. Do you know why? Because a chameleon's eyes can move in two different directions at once. Look! One eye is looking up at the tree and the other eye is looking down at the ground. That's how he sees both the yummy bugs and the sneaky snake. But how can his eyes do that? Let's ask his mom. Hello, Mrs. Chameleon. Why can your eyes move in two different directions at once? Because we chameleons have two sets of eye muscles, one set for looking this way and one set for looking that way. And if we use both sets at the same time, we can look two ways at once. Just like me, little one. I can look two ways at once. See my eyes. One is looking at you and the other is looking at the butterfly. That's how I see everything around me. It's so much fun. But it gets even better, because we can also look up and down like this. Look, little ones, we can even look up and down at the same time. A bird is flying above us and a worm is wiggling below us. We can see everything. That's why we chameleons don't need to turn our heads to see what's around us. Our eyes do the work for us. Isn't that neat? But there's something else that's even cooler. When we are little baby chameleons, we can't move our eyes like this yet. We have to wait until we grow up. So how do we see when we are babies? Well, we see through our skin. That's right. Underneath our skin, we have special cells that look like this. They're called chromatophores. They let us see colors and shapes all around us. But they don't let us see very well. We can only see things that are close to us. As we get bigger, our eyes start to open. First, we can see things that are close to us and far away. Then we learn how to move our eyes. Now we can see things that are above us, below us, and all around us. That's how we find yummy bugs to eat, and we can watch out for sneaky snakes. Wow, I didn't know that chameleons could do all that. But it's not over yet. There's one more thing that's really cool about our eyes. Do you see this big, round thing in the middle? It's our pupil. And our pupils do something really funny when we are sleepy. When we are awake, our pupils are round, so we can see everything clearly. But when we start to get sleepy, our pupils turn into little slits. Look, this is what our eyes look like when we are sleepy. Do you know why our pupils turn into slits? It's so we can still see the world around us, even if we are falling asleep.
You see, when we are wide awake, we need lots of light to see things around us.
But when we are getting sleepy, we don't need as much light. So our pupils make things darker around the edges, so we can still see the important stuff in the middle. It's like having a flashlight in your eyes. Isn't that neat? And after our pupils turn into slits, we do something else really cool. We make a bubble of slime around our heads. This slime bubble is full of water and it helps us fall asleep faster. Plus, the bubble protects us from bugs and snakes while we are sleeping. Isn't that neat? So now you know why chameleons can sleep while walking, while climbing trees, and even while hanging upside down. It's because their eyes can move in two different directions at once. They can look up and down, left and right, and even see a little bit through their skin. And when they get sleepy, their pupils turn into slits, and they make a bubble of slime to protect themselves while they sleep. The end.